against the Atlanta Braves. All right, the stage is set for what should be a really good game one as this series gets underway. Introductions wrapping up down on the field, and first pitch just minutes away. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
Well, this place is ready. We'll be right back to get this series started in just a minute. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Taylor Cunningham. Smoked on the ground to second. Throws to first. And that is that. And the Braves go down quietly. Scoreless after one. Man at first with one gone. Alejandro Kirk, the next to hit for the Reds. Line drive, base hit. Throw into third. And he's got no chance. He's out.
Hey, as a former center fielder, I'm feeling pretty good right now. That's an excellent job by this guy to come up throwing and deliver a strike to third base. Now, for the offense, that's a tough one to swallow because you never want to lose a runner in scoring position by making it out at third base.
Cunningham in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. Foul ball there. Legends really are cemented in the postseason. You think of David Ortiz heroics for the Red Sox, Derek Jeter as Mr. November, or Randy Johnson in the 2001 World Series, just to name a few. Fires over to first. Got the out.
Oh, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Game one of the division series. In now for the Reds, Christian. That one ripped. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Runner at first with no outs here.
Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture.
Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. That one's got to feel good. And we're starting over. It's 2-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. When you have a team that hits home runs at such a high rate, they can get back in the ball game so quickly. That's why that leadoff walk was extremely costly.
Now it's going to be Taylor Cunningham. He's already homered here in this one. Runner on the go. Fought off foul. Triolo off of first with 2 away. Next offering is fouled back. battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Buxton ranges back. Out of here. Into the planter, out in center. Home run. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add to the lead. It's 6-2.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Matt McClain. Line drive. Cunningham hauls it in, and there's one away.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. He was right there. Hard line out, first pitch of the inning.
So a man at first. Next for Cincinnati, Christian Encarnacion Strand. Ground ball, and this should do it. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
We know you've got to watch the ball all the way into the glove. I think he just tried to be too quick right there and skipped the first step of the process. I'm sure he's in disbelief at what just happened, more so than anyone else.
Alejandro Kirk, the next to hit for the Reds. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Next offering is in for a strike.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see.
That's a base hit. Chapman headed home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 6-3.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Nice line drive to pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Really important at bat coming up now.
One strike away from securing game 1. That one is absolutely belted. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double. As a run scores.
Well, everyone is thinking, Ed, would the runner have scored from first if the ball stayed in the park? We'll never know, but they do get a run across with a chance to do more damage in the inning.
So the tying run is second. Swung on, belted. Back there. The run scores from third, and it's 6-5. Another comes in to score. A big 2-out hit, and the game is tied. So here's Murphy now. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Liner, and this could be trouble. Here comes Olsen around third. He'll score easily. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Mason Wynn next up for the Braves. The Braves down to their final strike. Swing and a ball popped up. De La Cruz. And he makes the catch. Ball game. And the Reds take game 1 on the road. Cunningham had a great showing in this game despite the team's loss. Cracked a pair of homers.
Can't say enough about what he did for them in this one. They lost, but it was in spite of his huge effort. It's easy to see why he's a key contributor for him.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
6 deep in the sprinter, your sequence flirting with the dimmer. You can slip, let it simmer. Miss supper, but you could be my dinner. She said, why you always got your head high in the clouds? Your eyes to the sky and your face to the stars. I can hear them calling me.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's the Cincinnati Reds going up against the Atlanta Braves. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
Yeah, this might be the game to actually decide the series, Boog. When it's 5 games, getting a 2-0 lead is a dominant position to be in, and I don't see this series getting to a 5th game if we have a repeat of Game 1's outcome in this one.
Yeah, the Crows start circling for a team that falls into a 2-game deficit, not where you want to be. First pitch coming your way next. One out, runner at second. Cunningham getting ready to hit. And that is out of play.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Next pitch way upstairs. Cunningham with 4 runs batted in his last game. The pitch. Fought off foul.
Love seeing someone drive in a bunch of runs like he did, Boog. Doing that consistently, you let your teammates know they can count on you to come through when the team needs it most.
And a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in. It's off the mark, and he scores. And it's 1-0.
A costly mistake in the outfield thanks to the bad read, and terrible timing for that to happen. That's a play you just want to forget about.
Man, with 1 gone, Anthony Santander at the plate. Pickoff throw. Cunningham back in on a dive.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. That's in for a strike. The throw. Tag. And he's out.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Runner at second here. 1 gone.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
0-1. And that one fouled off. Man at second. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Cunningham stands in now and watches strike 1.
There was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
2 outs. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Base is empty, one away. Now it's the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Line drive. That's a base hit out of the left center field. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. And he's out. Trying for two.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
And now the center fielder, Taylor Cunningham. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. That's hard hit on the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Man in scoring position with two away. Here's the center fielder, Taylor Cunningham. And that catches the low inside corner. Good fastball. Runner at second, two down. Here in the late stages of game two. Pop foul out of play off to the right. In the dirt, and that's ball one.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Kirk throws to first in time.
Well, this was a must-win for this team. Game 2 of the series at home after dropping game 1. They win it today. They feel a lot better heading to the next ballpark for game 3.
I slip, I slide, I don't trip, I glide when I dip, I dive when I dive deep in the middle of an ocean. You know where to find me when it's poetry in motion. She don't ever mind me. If I slip, I slide, I don't trip, I glide when I dip, I dive when I dive deep in the middle of an ocean. You know where to find me when it's poetry in motion. She don't ever mind me.
Going up against the Cincinnati Reds. It's buzzing in here ahead of game 3. And we'll be back in a minute to get it started. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Siggy.
Man, it's been fun so far, Boog, that's for sure. After splitting the first 2, Game 3 takes on even more meaning than usual. You don't want to be the team that drops this one and then be faced with having to win 2 games in a row in order to take the series. That's tough.
And the pressure on the starting pitchers is big in this one. Each of them is being counted on to come through with a quality performance, hoping to save some of that bullpen for really critical games coming up. Festivities wrapping up. The crowd is electric, and we'll be back to get it going right after this. Taylor Cunningham next up for the Braves. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Outside with a breaking ball.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
That missed by a lot. Now 2-0. Hard hit to third. The turn by McLean at second. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. One error in the inning, but nothing more. Now it'll be the Reds' turn. No score. Christian Encarnacion Strand, the next to hit for the Reds. Man at second. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. The throw in. Tag out at third. And that's a double play.
When you're already in scoring position, if you decide to tag, you really want to be more than 100% confident that you can make it safely to third. Because otherwise, you take a potential run-scoring opportunity off the board. Great throw to third.
Man at first, one away. That one fouled off. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Drops into the glove. That's out number 2. So 2 down. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Popped up. Foul territory behind the plate. And it's caught for the out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
1 out, base is empty. In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. And that's a base hit. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Cunningham getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. And a base hit up the middle. Triolo around third. He'll score easily. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2.
Here come the boogeyman, doing the can run the clock on American Bandstand. Flushing the pan, not a fan of the jam. Band sweating on the floor till we no longer stand. Hey, Mrs.
1 down. Now in for the Braves, Taylor Cunningham. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Louder, a former Gold Glove winner, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. And a big swing and a miss.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Here's a 2-1. Out to center. Buxton settles underneath it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Runners on the corners, no outs. In the air, right side of the infield. Encarnacion Strand settles under it, makes the grab, and there's one away. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Rip, but it curls foul. Base hit center field. 1 runs in. Here comes the throw. It's off the mark and he scores. It's 4-zip.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Anthony Santan. Pickoff move to first, and he dives back in safely.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Back over to first.
Hey.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses inside. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And there's a foul ball. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position here in Game 4 of the NLDS. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Full count now. Austin Riley on deck for Atlanta. And down on strikes. Inning over, and it could have been worse. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started, and now the center fielder, Taylor Cunningham. Burns back to work. This one in the air, right field, and it drops in. And a good start to the inning.
Wastes no time there. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on.
Throw to first. Cunningham back in on a dive.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the...
Another throw over. And he's back in that time as well. And that's disengagement number 2. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Late here in Game 4. Runner goes again. Pitching for a strike. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. That misses. Ball 2.
You know, these Braves, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. 8 of their hits came off the bat at 90 miles per hour or harder. These guys are not getting fooled right now.
Goes down looking.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity allocation, tip your cap.
Riley stands in now and watches strike one.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
One away with a runner at third here in Game 4 of the NLDS. Next offering is downstairs.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tried to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
And now the DH, Michael Harris II. And that misses. Ball one. Cunningham at third with 2 away.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Strike 2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
There's another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. First and second, 2 outs. And here is Matt Chapman. Hit hard, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Bang, bang play at the plate right there. Outfielder needed no help. An absolutely perfect throw to get him right on the money. Excellent tag by the catcher. And the inning ends on an awesome play.
Here's the center fielder, Taylor Cunningham. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Late here in Game 4. In the dirt, and 1-1. Cut on and lifted in the air. Buxton sizing it up. And that is that. Here's Byron Buxton. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately, you either have it or you don't.
Lifted to left, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
This team played extremely well to force this series into a Game 5. It's just like a Game 7. You win or go home. That Game 5 should be a lot of fun to watch.
Here's another look at the numbers from this shutout victory.
Well, it takes a team effort to produce a shutout. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's the Cincinnati Reds going up against the Atlanta Braves. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. It's been quite a series so far, and the excitement's only ramping up as we get ready for Game 5.
Yeah, bro, the only negative here today is that the series is going to come to an end. As fun as it's been, I wish it could go on a few more games. And the way these teams have battled each other, and with some of the amazing moments we've seen in getting to this point, I think we're in for a great one here in Game 5.
Hard to imagine it won't be a classic, Siggy. I'm ready to see what surprises are waiting for us. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So 2 down, Taylor Cunningham. Next up for the Braves. Cunningham was tearing up the base paths in his last game with 3 steals. 2 outs. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Those 3 stolen bases in his last game, man, he made it look easy.
Didn't you swipe 3 bags in a game against the Tigers once?
Yeah, that was a fun game for me, but not so much for Brandon Inge.
And that is that. The pivotal Game 5 of the division series. In now for the Reds, Alejandro Kirk. Up the middle. Whips it to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
This to 3rd. The turn by McClain at 2nd. Throw to first, but he beat it. Anthony Santander at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Green pitch to first. Cunningham back in on the dive.
He might want to steal 2nd in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, if he's going to steal 2nd, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate.
Throw to first, and he's out. And they got him. That ends the inning. Runners at first and 2nd with 1 gone. On the ground to 3rd, might be 2. 1 at 2nd, double play. They can't seem to break. 1 down. Alejandro Kirk digs in now. Base knock center field.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Cunningham stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
Line to left. Donovan makes the grab on the run. So 2 down, and now the DH, Michael Harris II. In the air, left field, down the line, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
And the batter now, Matt Olson. The tying run at the plate. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, he gloves it. Gathers and throws. Roll off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Mason Wynn next up for the Braves. So the tying run at second. In the air, right side of the infield. McLean. And that's it. They're moving on to the National League Championship.